Okay, so the second step, what we want to do is use this FLR technique. Okay, I'm just saying, this is what I would do. Okay, I don't want to tell you guys you should do FLR, you should do FLR because it's the best technique out there. This is me, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so let's say I'm learning Chinese today. These are the steps that I'm going to take. Okay, so the second step, I'm going to use FLR. Now I'm going to post, I'm not going to go through it now because I made videos before about it. I'm going to post those videos as a response. You guys can go watch them. I go into all the details about this technique here, what you need to do. Alright, I'll only say that this technique works for me because through my experience, I've been getting like I'll meet like a lot of natives and they will ask these certain questions, the same questions every time. It never fails. So I told myself, you know what? If I start learning this language, I might as well just start learning this and that because I know once I meet these people, they're going, they're going to ask me those questions. So I might as well just go ahead and learn that stuff. Why not? Why not prepare beforehand? So that's why I decided to come up with that method. So it's helped me, and it's got me. I say in a short period of time, I reach a pretty good level in a short period of time by following that technique. Okay, then you start getting into utilizing the book, which will be in the third step. So again, I will just post a video there. You guys can go check it out. So the third step will be the textbook. Now back to this teach yourself. Okay, so you've already covered what six chapters of listening. So you're going to continue listening. Okay, once you're done with this FLR technique, doing all those steps, go back to this book, and you're going to go back to chapter 1. Why are we going back? We're not going back for listening. We're going back for combining. So you're going to go back to the first chapter 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to pull out all those, whatever the constructions are introduced in those 3 chapters. You're going to pull them out, and that you're going to make you're going to make up your own sentences using those. Okay. So you're going to combine chapters 1, 2, and 3. Work on those 3 chapters for what? A week. I will spend a whole week working on those constructions you pull from those chapters. At the same time, you need to continue listening. Okay, continue listening to wherever chapter you left off with chapter 6. Go ahead and go on to chapter 7. Okay, you want to keep those. You don't want to stop. You want to keep on listening. Keep listening to those chapters, and then you're going to go back, combine chapter 1, 2, and 3. Work on those constructions for the whole week. Once you feel comfortable with those, then combine chapter 4, 5, and 6 and do the same thing. Spend a week. Okay, if you do that, then you will complete that book. The book has, let's see, how many chapters? This book has technically 22 chapters, but one chapter doesn't have any dialogue, so I will say 21 chapters. Alright? So, if you're combining 3 chapters, in 1 month, that's 12 chapters. In 2 months, that's 21 chapters. So that's telling you there that less than 2 months you will complete this book as far as those constructions. Okay? So that's what you need to do. Now, that's the third step. Now, the fourth step is just taking it further. After you finish that book, you just have to do advanced things. I would say after you get through that book, you follow all these steps. Okay, you get through that book, you will be at least on the intermediate to upper intermediate level. Like, that's going to happen. You don't have a choice. If you follow the steps, do everything I told you to do, you're going to reach at least I'm going to say at least an intermediate level. Okay? At least an intermediate level less than 6 months. Okay, I'll say about 6 less than 6 months. It all depends on how much time you put in and how fast you learn. So it's different for everyone. Okay, so you just want to follow the steps. Follow these simple steps, very simple, nothing complicated, and you will be successful. Okay, so that's what you do. That's what I would do if I was learning Chinese today. I would go through these steps. Then once I finish the book, then I will start doing advanced things. You know, watching TV or go to the country, just advanced stuff. I mean, it's common sense. So that's pretty much it. That's what I would do if I start learning Chinese. Now, I forgot something. The characters. Now, this is a little complicated. When you start on the second, when you get to the second step, I will advise, since a lot of the material are in like simplified characters, I would just focus on simplified for a while, you know, and then you can start learning the traditional later. Or if you feel, if you know, you're confident enough, you can do both at the same time. But eventually, I'll recommend learning both sets, because what's going to happen, is you're going to go to a country like Taiwan, and then you're not going to see any simplified characters. They don't use simplified over there. So it's very important to know how to read both simplified and traditional. Besides traditional, those are the roots of the Chinese characters. Like if you want to start studying like classical Chinese, or you know, want to get into that old stuff, you're going to have to know how to read the traditional characters. So eventually you want to learn those. So I would not advise not learning traditional characters, okay? Because you never know. You might want to learn, you might want to study classical Chinese or whatever in the future, so, or go to Taiwan. So that's it. That's simple. I hope it was simple for you guys, and like I said, I will post the other videos in the description, so you guys can go check out. I made a video going through some pronunciations, and I have the FLR technique, okay? So yep, that's it for this video, and I look forward to you guys' comments or any other questions.